Good morning. So I'm waiting for YouTube to alert the world. So I currently put up there, I put warning globally, warning globally. So today on this beautiful Tuesday morning, I'm going to be giving you my intake of what I witnessed, what I've had seen. And you know, everything that I be talking about, it be having a lot of weight. So I'm just currently waiting just a little bit. Now, damn it. It's so many different points, but let me get, because usually when I put this on my Twitter, which I'm going to put this on my Twitter, I always want my introduction to be very powerful. Now, on the description, I said, who's running for president? I don't know who. I thought it was Vice President Harris. I didn't know that Liz Cheney was running for president. And I tell you the truth, if it was going to be like this, I think she should have put her hat in a race to run for president, right? Now, everybody's like, Angel, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm going to let you know what I'm talking about. But first and foremost, let me just tell you who I am, right? Because I seen a very disturbing interview with Kamala Harris and somebody who's in the black community. So I just want to make sure that I speak very profoundly, and only why when I come on here and I be talking my vulgar language is because if you really want to honestly tell the truth, you're morally targeting the independent voters, the voters who are undecisive, and majority, you're also targeting the black people within the community, right? So this is why I be talking the way that I'm talking, because usually when you're trying to get your message across, you have to be able to identify with a lot of different people. Now, for a lot of people, you're like, why should I listen to her? Who is she? Now, I come from a very good family, right? Just due to my the things that I have seen, the things that I have dealt with, I went to the left. Now, majority, my family members are honorable vets. My family members have college education, meaning they have a college degree. My family members are also homeowners. So when I'm coming up here, I'm not just only talking like for a regular citizen. I'm actually talking on my fact of a regular modern citizen, a person. My uncle was in the military for 21 years. 21 years. Not 5, not 6, not 12. But he was in the military for 21 years. Even down to his close friends that also work at the Pentagon. So when I come up here, baby, I'm coming up here more than a regular person, but I'm coming up here with a person that's telling you something. Now, I said from the beginning, I said, I don't know who should be running to be president of the United States of America. Is it Miss Harris or is Dick Cheney? Now, for one thing, see, y'all don't be peeping game, but I be peeping game. And what I peeped and what I noticed from her little town hall with Liz Cheney is she is the closer. Now, you're like, what's the closer? What's the closer? Now, for a lot of people, if you don't know, is when you are preparing and you are doing an essay, or, because this was an essay. It was an essay. So, majority of the questions and certain things that were being answered were conducted by Liz Cheney. Liz Cheney was there to close out the deal. Liz Cheney was there to speak morally on the behalf of the issues and how they're projecting everything. Because you know, for one, Kamala Harris, she's sucking when she's doing interviews. So they specifically sent Liz Cheney in because, and I always keep telling you, once the polls get low, they start sending in people. Now, who can they send in that's very profound, that's well-spoken, that can stay on target, and that can paint a very perfect image is Liz Cheney. Now, everybody know as Kamala Harris keep going on and keep doing these interviews, she's not hitting her target. Even when the lady asked her about gun control, even when a guy got up there and he asked her about Putin, she's always doing like President Biden. She's always going off the script. So one thing that I can do, I can say that the way that Liz Cheney has, she handled that interview was very good. Now, what I'm talking about, I want to talk to the people who are in the bracket of making zero annually, $10,000 a year annually. Now, I also want to talk to the people that's making between $10,000 annually. I'm also talking to the people that's making from $10,000 annually to $32,000 annually, and then you're switching it off. Then you're also going from the people who's making $32,000 annually to the people who are making $65,000 annually. Now let's switch it. Now we're talking about the people who's making $65,000 annually to the people who are making $100,000 annually. Now, did you just hear what I said? That's a whole different bracket of people. Now, when you are talking about this new democracy, let's get into what is new democracy. Let's get into it. What is an ally? Is an ally a person that you are making a relationship with somebody who trusts you, or is an ally that's becoming your ally because they fear the things that you did? Now, one thing that pissed me off about Kamala Harris, I don't like it. She said something about Pearl Harbor, right? Now, everybody knows, and I don't think she even knows about Pearl Harbor. I really don't know that she knows about Pearl Harbor. Because through what happened to Pearl Harbor and everything that came from after Pearl Harbor and the bomb that was dropped, what was created. I don't know if everybody has watched that whole movie about when they created the bomb, right? And then he also went and he talked to Einstein. You know, Einstein, he was a genius. And he specifically told the guy who was working on it, he was trying to create the atom bombs. He said, do you even know the fraction of what you're going to do actually after you have created the atom bomb? God damn, I'm good. Now, after this came, and after they dropped the atom bomb, now every other nation is now, they got their ears up. I said this before. I said, do anybody actually knows how many bombs, even nuclear bombs, that other countries have? No, they don't. She keeps talking about this damn project 2025. This document is 920 pages. And I keep telling you, the average American does not even read a book that's 400 pages. So how do you think that the people are actually going to be able to comprehend the length of what's in these pages? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Now she said, okay. She's saying, oh, he don't want to debate me no more. He don't want to do these interviews no more, right? And I keep telling you, whoever helped you prepare your debating questions and answers suck. Because I said from the beginning, instead of you coming in and when you started that debate, goddamn it, and I said this the other day, the way that she started it was the way that she's finishing it. This is why she got to keep doing all these damn interviews. She sucked at keep doing these interviews. That's why Liz Cheney had to come in and had to help. She had to coach her and stuff because she really can't comprehend. The most part that she should have did, and I keep telling her this from the beginning, from that first debate, if she would have win instead of assassinating this man character, and she would have told the American people from the beginning of what she wanted to do and how she wanted to do it and her plans and her policies, she wouldn't be up here doing all these goddamn interviews trying to correct the shit that she had been doing. This is why Donald Trump, he don't have to do any more debates and no more goddamn interviews. And if you would have did it the first way, then goddamn it, you wouldn't be having so many misunderstandings or people who don't know what the hell is going on, and you wouldn't be having so many people that don't know if they should vote for you. Goddamn it, if you would have did it the first way, then everybody in history would be like, yeah, we're gonna vote for her. Now, listen, because everybody's not listening to me. So then I said on my podcast earlier, I said, what makes it so disrespectful is that the backlash that President Obama is getting, is terrible. But let me tell you something. What he said and how he said it, from just a whole bunch of things, just the ideology of just a black man. Some black men don't have a lot of people who are in their life. I understand his whole shit or how he said it, even though it came out messed up. But let me be honest. Only why President Obama even got up there and he even said all of this shit is because you were failing in your polls. Is nobody's convinced. So you had somebody who the black people and the Caucasian people love so highly get up here, say all of this. Now, he's getting backlash. People don't know. People are saying this, that, and the third, all because this man was trying to help you. God damn. And I ain't helping you no more. I'm not saying anything. So then the lady also got up there and she said, what can you do for the elderly people? Because they're saying this about our benefits. They're saying that about our benefits. And I said this shit 4 weeks ago. I said if you would have came the first time, you would have did your debate. And you would have said at least, okay, because the average person that's a senior is like, what is it, 65 or whatever. All you had to do was come in and just give a policy. I always say, I keep going back to the beginning. You've been in office for 4 years, right? You're talking about all of this sweet stuff that you was going to do. But why didn't you already do it? Now you're trying to convince the black man and all of this other stuff that you're going to give him $20,000 to erase debt and all this extra comical stuff. Why haven't you did it from the beginning? And then you're using a powerful lady like Liz Cheney to convince the world. So this is what I'm saying. As I said this earlier today. The new world that's being shaped before us is a whole image of how they want people to be, how they want us to be. This is not a land of free. And then you said the same shit that you said on Fox. You're not saying how you're going to run the world off of the Constitution of America, off of the needs and what the people think. You keep saying you're going to run you're going to be the president of the United States, and you're going to run this country the way you feel fit and the shit that you have been through in your life. God damn. So I say once again, America. And then she messed me up because then she said, by right, the United States of America, by right, we have the right to take the forefront to be the nation of leaders. Like, God damn. And I keep telling everybody's not listening to me. Keep telling you. I just posted it on my YouTube yesterday about North Korea and Russia and all of these other people. And now she's going to talk about Trump underhandedly sent all of these people all of this stuff. And then the Breakfast Club, y'all should be ashamed of yourself because I seen that interview. You see, y'all did 2 interviews. Y'all had 1 interview with Kamala Harris. Y'all are very nice. Y'all are very passive. You didn't ask her all the questions that we needed. But see, when Lauren Trump went there, y'all treated her like an enemy. Yes, you did. Charlamagne and God, I wish that the same way you was acting, you was performing, you was acting all of this stuff that you did to Trump, that you did to Kamala Harris. Nope. This is shame. Our new administration is full of dumbass leaders with dumbass shit. And let me tell you something. To all of you high influencers and you crazy ass, radical ass representative, I'm not putting Democrat, I'm not putting Republican. But if you're going to use what I said, at least use the shit right. What I said was, and I keep saying it, because you're trying to say, oh, she's trying to go after, or they're trying to project like the old Washington. And first and foremost, don't you ever bring up John McCain's name ever again, Turk. Don't you ever do that. What I said was the old Washington died, meaning even back then, the old Washington, meaning the old representatives, the Democrats, the Republicans, even though they had disagreements, they had respect. Everything that's being broadcasted with these people being in Congress, how they're doing their testimonies, how they're doing their debates, even the side comments are very, very disrespectful to a chamber that they asked, even though they're there, has been there long before they even can be there. That's what I mean about old Washington. Old Washington means principles, dignity, and fucking respect. You know, so the last 15 days that we have upon us, this is like, and then I said, listen, you got all of these 18-year-olds looking like they 25. You got all these 25-year-olds looking like they 42. And you got all these 50-year-olds and 60-year-olds looking like they 18 and 21. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of misconfused, flip-flop, different type of people that's trying to influence. Now, I keep saying, what is television? Television. They're telling a vision. Telling a vision. That we're all being, being broadcasted and being seen. Yeah, but that town hall, that she did with Liz Cheney, it was keep her ass in line, because she sucks when she's doing interviews. She sucks. And I'll say this once again: who the hell are we electing to be our president of the United States of America? Are we electing Harris? Or are we electing Liz Cheney? And if you was gonna come on there and listen, her interview that Liz Cheney did with Vice President, she did better than her. Everybody should give Liz Cheney a standing ovation, because the way that she closed it out and she kept that shit online, to balance it out, was amazing. Hell of a job. She was the closer. And I say it all the time. When shit start getting crazy, they go in and they recruit. Because I ain't never heard no goddamn Liz Cheney on the campaign version doing all of this shit. Her following her, she just endorsed her. The divide of this country, and I keep saying it had to take Kamala Harris and Donald Trump to really show how ignorant and how divided and shit the country is. And let me tell you something, because ain't nobody saying it, goddamn, and I say it. If it was a whole bunch of black people that went over there to the Capitol and was fucking the Capitol up, breaking windows and shit, it would have been a whole different thing. But since Caucasian people went over there and y'all did this shit, they're minute and ain't nobody talking about it. It's under wraps. Oh, he was just at his desk. No, y'all ain't never think that no shit in American history will happen like that. Y'all ain't think that the American people would get up. But I keep saying, it's not Donald Trump. It's the threat of the United States citizens, their minds, how they're thinking. They're no longer convinced of what these people are trying to say and what they're trying to do. That's what's at threat. The way people think, how we want shit to be, is bigger than what they're projecting is. You can only blame yourself. You can only blame yourself. So I say again, I'm an American citizen that comes from a military home. I'm an American citizen that family have their degrees in college. I'm an American citizen that family members they have their own houses. I'm not just. And you know what? And that's very disrespectful. Because what if I didn't? Because somebody don't have all of that, just because they're saying this, that, and the third, they shouldn't really amount to nothing? Very mind-boggling. Very, very mind-boggling. Everything. So we got 15 days. If anything, through this whole interview that she did, it should let you know that it's morely about convincing people what's at stake here. She said something about abortion. You know what I really think is very disrespectful and out of control? I just told you guys last week, you can literally go into Walmart, CVS, and go get Plan B. Now just saying on TV that they're about to make it away where you can just go to the pharmacy or the grocery store, you can just go get birth control. Now that's out of control. And then she said that the people that Donald Trump elected to be the judges, they were all underneath him. And I thought once you take that oath goes before how I'm thinking, how I'm feeling. That doesn't make any sense to me. I just think that we're electing a lot of different people who are woke and they no longer fit into this clause and the whole projective of what other people or things are trying to say that we're supposed to be. The greatest threat is our minds, how we think, how we want things to do. Once you become that type of a person, you always think outside the box, outside the norm, then you will always be a threat to any organization or any person that's trying to convince you to be a certain way. And that should be what's scary. When you have people that's trying to convince you something other than what it is, instead of what it's supposed to be. She said she met with 150 globally leaders around the world, and everybody is trying to say this, that, and the third. And then she said everybody is watching us. Of course they're watching us. This is very disrespectful on so many different levels. United States of America no longer have the respect and the power that they used to have, because you have a lot of different people who are no longer respecting the morals and the values of the United States of America. It's not majority about the immigrants and all of this other stuff. The United States of America was also bred off of immigrants. And those are the people who came from fucking England and created the 13 colonies. You gotta be kidding me. But it's a whole different way and a decency about how people are coming over here so we can make our American dream, your American dream, great. It's always bad apples that are in the apples. But you have to be able to separate those from the two. And it's crazy. And it's very disturbing. So yes, I hope I didn't really curse. And that's crazy because you have myself or maybe somebody who, I think I'm the only podcaster or the only YouTuber or the only influencer who mouth is as vulgar. Please do not discourage me. Not discourage me, say that I don't amount to nothing because I curse and I say foul languages. Like my grandmother always said, I'm going to tell you and anybody else, bitch, I come from good claws. I come from a great family. Just because of the certain things that I have been through in my life does not degrade who I am. There's always a message within the message that somebody is telling you. And if you can't pick it out what they're trying to tell you, then who's at fault here? You are. But because you have a lot of people who are woke and we are speaking the truth, you're going to try to dim their light because we're not accepting that. She does not know. And then the lady asked her, what can she do about gun violence? She went all the way to the left. Talking about it's kids that raise their hand and then looking for closets. Bitch, what are you going to do? What can you do? Moving forward. The lady specifically asked her, can you at least give us a preview of your administration? She couldn't even do that. And I think I shared it to my stories or my community post. And if I didn't share it, as soon as I get in the house, I'm going to share it so you guys can see it. She don't know. She has no idea. And that should be scary. And this is why they sent Liz Cheney in there to kind of like coast and kind of go over any defaults that she didn't say or if she didn't perform the way that she was supposed to perform right now. Because this is her most critical time. She had 15 days left. So how can we avoid her from keep coming up here doing crazy ass interviews? Or we're just going to pair her with somebody who can speak and who can deliver the message a little bit better than she can, because apparently she cannot do it. And she can't. And you think I'm lying, go watch the goddamn tape. That's what I love about the internet. That's what I love about YouTube. That's why I love when people be recording and be posting stuff. Because you can always go back and you can view it for yourself. Half of the shit Liz Cheney was talking. She was talking. Harris camp, y'all think y'all slick. They like, damn, Angel gonna come in and she gonna say something. I am. Because y'all used that lady to put the icing on the cake, to fill in the holes, to clean up the holes. And she gonna say just because, what the hell did she say? Liz Cheney said something that was very crazy. She said, I forgot what she said, but she said something pertaining, we might not like this or we might not like that, but let's keep in mind it's something bigger. So what are you saying that for? And I always say, you have to listen to what's being said, because one word can overturn that. And then she tried to say, oh, it's like we're sitting at the table with the Kennedys. How can you even bring the Kennedys up? You have RFK, who is a Kennedy, who endorsed Donald Trump. You have a man. His family has a very profound history, more than Liz Cheney, in Congress. His uncle has more legislation written within Congress than any other representative in Congress. And this man flipped. That should speak values. He flipped because he know a lot of shit that the Harris camp and the media does not want him to tell the undecided voters. The 1%. The 1% are the undecided voters. The 1% is the voters who get out of here, B, who don't really know what's going on. The B is trying to swarm me because my energy is so high. And that should speak values. When he got up there and he did his testimony, they was disrespecting that man so terribly. It was so disrespectful. Disrespectful. And the only thing that he kept saying was that they're censoring me. They don't want me to get out what I need to get out. And I said this before he even endorsed Donald Trump. He would have been a great Democratic opponent. But because of certain things that he know, they don't want to. This shit goes all the way back to Roosevelt, because his uncle, the forefathers, before they actually started building their legacy up in politician work. And I'm reading a book. The book is called The House of Kennedys. If anybody don't know, go pick up that book. The House of Kennedys is the most profound book that you can even read to kind of pick you up and let you know who the Kennedys are. And it's a great book. An amazing book. And it lets you know exactly how they got into politician. And how they got into politician was because the person who actually started their run within politics, this nigga was crooked. And Roosevelt said it out his mouth. He said, yeah, we're going to put him in dealing with the marketing. They had him in control of the marketing at first. The stocks. He said, you know how you can catch a crook? Sometimes you have to hire a crook. Yo, the pollution of polluting the American people's minds, of having them reconsider what they think and how they feel, is very crazy. They even try to say something about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the only person who did a bill that freed and helped over like 30,000 black people who have felonies. But they don't say all of that. They don't say all of that. When he keep talking about fighting, it's for people who have a mindset, a vision of something, that how they want their American country to be, not to fall in line with this. And then she said something about a policy that he's going to have in play is going to last more than 6 years. How? He only got one more term, and that's 4. And I keep telling people, even if he don't win or whoever, and she do get there, oh man, if she gets there, my coverage on Majesty Angel is going to be amazing. Because I already see the destruction. I already see the misunderstanding and everything that's going to happen. The shit with the war, the shit with Putin, North Korea, everything. This shit is going to be crazy if that lady is being elected to become United States of America. Because she don't know shit. She sucks. Her delivery sucks. And she don't know. And I keep saying this, and I'm going to keep saying this. She haven't done shit. Now, she would have had an excellent record if everything that she's saying was already in line, even to when a lady asked her about the elderly people. Okay, if now you're saying all of this, you was already there. When you're dealing with Medicaid, you're dealing with the health field, the infrastructure, everybody knows this. The pharmaceutical runs the world. They're never actually going to tackle the issues when it's coming to healthcare and pharmaceutical. Now, you can please it. You can make it a little bit suitable for the world. You can make it a little bit suitable for the American people who really can't afford all of that other shit. But would it actually be dropped, taken care of? No. And then she's going to say that people are going to Canada for a lot of different shit. And then the lady laughed. She said, I hope not. But bitch, you already know this. Because if you're saying that people going to Canada, that means your administration already know that a lot of people are doing all of this. So why not at least try to fix some of the shit that's going on? Then she slipped up and she pulled it back. But it was already something that you didn't say. And then what's so funny, everybody was at the town hall and nobody is catching the shit that I keep saying that she's saying. She's going to run the American people who are voting for you, all the Harris people, the supporters, the people who are backing her. She's specifically telling y'all that she's going to run United States of America how she feel, and off of the shit that she have been through is now on 2 clippings. Those are my proof. Go back and go see it. She did it on Fox News interview, and she just did it last night with Liz Cheney. And then the lady talking about, we're friends. Did you ever know that you was going to be on the stage with the chairman or whoever, Liz Cheney? No. And I said, Liz Cheney, she is, yo. It's very, very, it's noble. See, people are not, they don't know the word noble. Sometimes you have to be a noble person, an honorable person, a woman or a man to be like, no, I don't want no parts of it. I don't want to sit in it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't even want my name to be associated with it. because it's so crucial, and they said it. They said that this election right now is the most profound election as it is. A lot of people's names, their money. Oh, I ain't say that, but I'm going to say it here because I said it on my podcast. From just being a part of this whole election shit. Do you know a lot of people's names, their monies, their deals, their platforms are being canceled, being sanctioned, and everything? The guy who just did the shit with Donald Trump, he just put up that one of his programs got canceled because he had Donald Trump on there, because he allowed him to talk and say a lot of different things. You have people, fan bases being destroyed. People are looking at people on a whole different aspect. And I see it like this. How can you be so profound, or how can you be so eager to convince me to change something that I know that's not right? And because of your stature, meaning because of your following and all of this other stuff, you want me to change. But I say again, I'm talking to the people who annually makes $0 to $10,000 a year. I'm talking to the people who make $10,000 annually to $32,000 a year. Then I'm talking to the people who make $32,000 to $86,000, and then you got $86,000 to $250,000. Tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. Those are two different classifications of different people. And I'm talking to the younger race. I'm talking to the babies who are 18 to 25, and then 25 to 30. Because the ones who are 18 to 25, this is what's going to be our new democracy. They're making new leaders. They're trying to prepare a different way. But if the new people, meaning the newcomers, the newbies, don't understand this shit right now, that the things that we want and how we want it, and if we don't stand up for it right now, meaning that have the ability to say that we don't like a lot of different things that are going on, then what is it? Then we are confused. Then we are doomed to the system. Honey, hey, something. Hi, how are you? So I'm just coming. My whole message is just worldly. And then I said globally, right? So then you have to look at other people's other democracies. You have other people that's having a lot of different things that's going on in the country. But majority of the shit that's going out globally is a whole different stature. Just dealing with corrupt, fraud, assassination, murder, all types of different shit. Poverty. You have people who are living in the slums, but then you having people who are prime ministers, you having people who are presidents that's living better than the people on a different level, right? So it's all about the pyramid. It's globally. But I want to know is where the fuck, or who the fuck actually told our leaders that I don't care what you say, I'm the leader. And that's what she said. Rightfully. Do you know what rightfully mean? Rightfully mean by law, or rightfully, we run the world. And we're going to stand there, and we're going to set an example on how y'all are supposed to listen and how y'all are supposed to run the world. And you have a lot of leaders that are coming up. And then listen to this. Because the same way we have younger generations from 18 to 25 that think that the United States of America should be run a different way, you have people that's coming from a whole other different country that feel a type of different way. You have new babies that are being brought up to be fucking terrorists that are looking at a lot of different shit that's going on here or abroad. This shit hits so differently. And for her to not be able to state this shit during her interviews, then I have a fucking problem with that. Because then nobody's talking about it. I just put that shit on my thing last night. About the State Department had a briefing regarding the shit that's going on with North Korea, and they didn't say nothing about it. So why have a fucking debriefing? Why even invite all of these journalists in here to even give a quid pro quo? So don't say nothing at all. And if you're gonna lie, shit, make the lie look feasible for people to believe it. I don't understand this. And that's one thing that I like about the military, because however they want to say about the military, baby, the military will always be the military, and the military is not going to break, and the military is not going to let any politician or anybody come into the military and tell the military how they going to run the military, because it's always a sector within a section. Then the military is the only shit out of everything that's being compromised, goddammit, that'll never be compromised. United States of America, the land of where our democracy and our mindset and how we want shit to go is being compromised at the highest of the highs. So I always say again, let's make sure this new class of people who are graduating, just graduating, because even a person that's graduating with high honors still don't know shit and still can't perform the way that they need to perform. People need to stop underestimating people and let people who have some common sense and know what the fuck they're talking about do something. That's terrible and it's disturbing. And let me tell you something. My grandfather, he was an honorable veteran. Honorable. My Uncle Paulie, I'm telling you, the guy who I said that served in the military, when he showed me all of it, I didn't even know you can get about 7 to 8 honorable discharge papers. He had about 7, 8 honorable discharge papers. So when I see somebody that come up in here and they want to try to say this, that, and the third about me, bitch, you better know what you talking about. I told you, but I'm letting the people know. Liz Cheney, she was sent in there to help Kamala Harris. She was sent in there to deliver the message that Kamala Harris never was able to perform and to deliver. And that's why they had Liz Cheney on the back end, because she is the closer. She's a closer. And I know she's a closer. And I'm going to say what she is, because that's what she is. So they use a high-profile Republican to close the deal. How dare you? That's disrespectful. It is. And if you felt so highly like that, goddammit, you should have got your ass in a race. Because actually, the way she talking, Liz Cheney actually would have been a good, decent Republican president. The way she's performing, I don't know, Liz Cheney. I think after this 4-year, whoever's in the goddamn White House, I think you need to put your bid in to become the next president of the United States of America. Now, you might just be on the cluster of making history. You might be the one who might actually be the first lady president of the United States of America. It's a lot of people and it's a lot of different things that's strategizing. But listen, this is what I'm talking to. I'm talking to those who are there that are not seen. I'm talking to those who play a very big, powerful factor for just dealing with real, true world, global things that's happening. Those who make the real deals and everything. I know y'all regret ever putting her there, because she's not performing the way that y'all thought that she was going to perform. And now y'all have to deal with the downslide and the landslide of the actions and everything that's going to happen through this whole thing. But I bet y'all think again. And I respect it. I respect it because I always say, I'm a noble person. I understand the pros and the cons. I understand just the law of just nature. And that's why I always say a lot of people shouldn't be afforded the opportunity to be able to do certain things, to know certain things, to go certain places, to even touch the pinnacle of what they're enjoying, because people don't understand it. And I say, what is an oath? I say that. What is an oath? It's 2 different oaths. What oath are we talking about? Are we talking about the first oath, or are we talking about the second oath? Because the second oath is not making no sense to me. Anything that was projected and that wanted to go part of this is not working. It's not. I gotta give a shout out to all the grandmasters that's out there. Because a lot of the grandmasters are they're very, 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 like, oh my God. I could just only imagine when y'all all up in y'all own little secret chambers and y'all talking about a whole bunch of different things. But now I see why the important thing of why it's being projected the way that it is being projected. And I understand it. I understand it to the fullest now. I never really understood it when I had a conversation with somebody pertaining that. But as I talk and as I see this shit now I understand it. So shout out to all the grandmasters. I see it and I understand it. Gatekeepers, let me in, goddammit. Let me in. I understand the assignment. I see it. I'll see it to the high. Because the way that shit is going, it's going to be crazy. But I don't know. But see, I paused. I wanted to say something, but then I took it back. Because everything that's happening right now, it's designed to happen like that. It's purposely designed to happen like that. Either way, I can say it like this. Either way, the people are not ready for the devastation and the things that are going to come to pass. They're not. They're not. Us as American people, we have failed repeatedly through the different simultaneous tests that whoever had thrown in our way. We have failed. We're falling to just come together on a new, brand new ideology of how the world supposed to be, how we supposed to live, how our opinions, even though if it doesn't fit with one another, how we still supposed to be on one accord, dealing with different shortages. If the world actually goes through a global catastrophe and we don't have food, we don't have gas, we don't have water, how we will act, how we will perform. We failed at that. Now, if the world was to actually listen, and I was saying this a month ago, I said that people need to be careful because the average American citizen, we all walk around with debit cards, with dealing with technology. And Bank of America had a shortage where nobody could access their bank accounts. Everybody was in a frenzy because they couldn't get their money and they couldn't tap into their shit at Bank of America. Can you imagine? People are multi-millionaires and billionaires, or people who are on a cusp of just being okay. You can't touch your money. You can't pay for nothing. You can't eat. That's the last final straw. No, the American people, they're not. They're not. Even the war of the worlds or the war of the worlds, however the shit. Yo, just the devastation of people in California or over there on the back cusp by Alaska and all that other shit, that over there we could see Russia. Motherfuckers was to actually see missiles and nukes coming. I'm just saying. The American people are not really, they're not really awoke. And this is what I always like to talk about. The shit that people don't like to say. Or to talk about something that needs to just be said. It's crazy. And then I seen that they showed the most highly equipped fucking plane that the military had to show their power. Why the fuck are you showing anything that the military has right now that can even let people who don't like us? Because it is countries who really don't like us. Are you kidding me? Are you dumb? That if they had it to us, listen, shit, I don't want to say what I'm going to say because I never want to give the enemy any, I'm not, the enemy, I'm talking about the enemy. I'm talking about the people who hate United States of America's guts. I mean, that hate the citizens of the United States. Those are my enemies. Those who I fight against. Those who I have a problem with. And this is why I'm getting very mad of our leaders who's supposed to be on the cusp to be able to understand that. I don't give a fuck about no abortion. I really kindly don't give a really fuck about the economy like that. I give more a fuck about the military and attacking and the safety of the American people. The shit that people would do to actually make us sick. You see what happened with all the people who are drug addicts. They put fentanyl into some shit to kill off the population. Do you know how many people have died off of just overdose off of heroin? I mean, off of the shit that's going on the streets with fentanyl. I'm just saying. Fentanyl, and then it's okay where a certain amount of group be affected, but when the other people start getting affected, then it's a problem. Yep, I understand it. I see it. Y'all not slick. The Harris camp, y'all not. And I come here to wake the people up, especially the undecided voters, the people who don't know. And it's so crazy because they still didn't get the answers that they wanted when they went to the town hall from her, but they got the answers from Liz Cheney though, and that should speak values. I keep saying that. Shit. Now that's what you call checkmate. What they did with Liz Cheney was checkmate. That was checkmate. So they think that it was checkmate until I come and anybody else who comes around. But I didn't see that yet. So when I get off and I upload this, I want to see if any other woke people came on here and did a video about how they use Liz Cheney to go in to speak on her behalf. How they use her to be a pawn to be able to convince the people, because I know that I seen it, and I hope that a whole bunch of other people did seen it. And I'm gonna leave this here because I'm about to get off because I don't want to keep talking about the same thing. Why did they use her at the end of 15 days left? Why? And every person in every state that Donald Trump is behind right now on the 1%, ask yourself, why did they just use this lady right now in Michigan? She could have been jumped on. She could have been had something. I've been watching this whole goddamn 2024 election. She just got on the ending of her campaigning. I haven't really heard about her. I only heard that she endorsed her. But they said she been along for this whole ride of Harris. No, she have not. She just endorsed her. This is the first town hall that she did because they had to send her in there. She was a plant. She was planted in there. And ask why. They just got 2 other A-listers. They just used Usher and Lizzo. And that shit didn't even work. So who's the next person in line that we can use? We used President Obama. His shit didn't work because he got crazy ass backlog. So yeah, we're going to go use Liz Cheney. We're going to send her ass in there. And that's what they did. Because they're scared. But they should be. But like I'm saying, for every state right now that Donald Trump is not doing good in right now, y'all need to go ahead. Y'all been doing these early voting stuff. Go in. And this is what I meant to say yesterday, and I didn't get the chance to it. Because they keep talking about the biggest controversy ever. Did they create the storm? Did they create the storm? Isn't it kind of ironic that all these different states that have been affected by the storm down there in North Carolina, they don't really have a place to vote, that now they're determined and they're waiting on different ballots to be sent in? So even after this, still, however they're going to try to rearrange the shit, we still going to have to wait. So I say to Donald Trump, don't give up. The world and the people see it. They see it. They see it for what it is. But I'm just coming here because I'm going to tell. People say they don't want to tell. I'm voting for Donald Trump. I am. And I'm going to revote for all the goddamn Republicans that I see on the ballot when I'm going in there to cast my vote. Because shit needs to be changed. And I don't stand for this new administration and any other administration or any person that's telling me, because they want me to make them my lead, my commander-in-chief, that you're going to run this country off a way that you feel fit, and the shit that you've been through, shit, all you motherfucking Caucasian people, all them other people, whoever, then y'all niggas need to be scared. Because from what I'm hearing, this bitch had a crazy looking life. The shit that she went through, and I blame y'all. Because y'all was supposed to go see that live with Candace and Honorable Judge Brown. He knows this lady. He was in California when this lady was saying all of this shit that she said that she did and she didn't do. How it was segregation and all of this stuff. She said that she was smoking weed, listening to Tupac, and there was no way in hell because Tupac was 11. He was a baby. It's a lot of shit that she's not talking about. And then she gonna talk about JD. He's only gonna follow Donald Trump. Well, let me tell you something, Miss Harris. Your vice president that you're trying to run, he did some shit to some people, or some sexual allegations, and y'all motherfuckers know it, and they know it, and they trying to sweep that shit underneath the rug. I don't give a fuck if it didn't happen or if it did happen. That shit still should have never came up. And the evidence that they have about it is some credible fucking evidence that y'all niggas is sweeping underneath the rug. So if JD is holding up a goddamn shotgun and all of that shit in the woods and shit, and he got sunglasses, he posing, then goddamn it, I'll take his ass all day to the nigga. Everybody knows in the streets. Everybody knows. And I'm gonna tell you, in the streets, it's two things that you don't want to be known in the streets. And that's that you are a snitch, and that you are a pedophile, and that you have did something either to a woman or a kid. And this nigga is labeled as he did something to a child. That's disturbing. So let me get off. Y'all stay woke. Y'all go look at them damn 2 interviews with her and Liz Cheney and this other goddamn lady that's supposed to be a journalist. And even the questions that was still asked to her, she still didn't answer it right. And look how Liz Cheney is looking at her when she's answering it. She can't fucking believe it. She like, this bitch don't have no idea. She's going off to the left. She can't even stay on topic. And then she got to come in. That's what a closer is. A closer, that's the biggest trial. This is the biggest trial. We've been at trial for the past 72, 60 days. And now it's getting down to the end. So now her party have to state her case, right? And then they just use Cheney as the closing defense. She's the closing defense. Now she's reassuring you, and she's giving you your point logs and her dialogues of why she feel like she'll be fit. And stop fucking talking about fucking abortion. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Now, yes, the protocols and the pros and cons of just the only thing that I have a problem with is if somebody has been raped, or somebody family member had got them pregnant and all of that other stuff, then yes, that's a problem. Yes. And then maybe the length of how long you can go until you can receive an abortion, then yes. But other than that, no. People should not just have the freely right of going to CVS and picking up fucking Plan B. People should not fucking have the right to go to fucking CVS and pick up fucking birth control. All of that shit's supposed to be prescribed and shit at the OB&G, you know? Shit. So what the fuck is Planned Parenthood around here for? Anybody know about Planned Parenthood? What the fuck is Planned Parenthood for? And listen. Protect yourself. If you're protecting yourself, you're having safe sex, you're not out here fornicating and doing all of that shit, you're not out here stepping out on your spouses, then you won't be having a whole bunch of people who are just so fucking pressed on keeping the abortion the way that it is. Because 9 out of 10, that's only why people are really going to go get fucking abortions anyway. And this is why you have a lot of parents that's so fucking pressed, or having a fucking law make sure the abortions is there, because they got their fucking kid that's 13 and she pregnant. And she got a problem with it. And she's telling this little 13, 12, or however it is, however that your system is able to now tell you, even though you're young as shit, but the inside of your body is moving a little bit faster, where it's allowing you to be able to conceive a kid. This is why they're so fucking pressed too. Because now mommy has a problem with it. You're 13. You're this, that, and the third. And ain't no fucking way you're going to go in and you're going to fucking have this kid, or I'm going to allow this kid to mess up your life like that. Come on now. Like, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. And I'm just stating, the economy is already fucked up. The United States of America, well, I should look at that. How many people are actually here? Can the earth and shit, can it sustain as much people that has on the earth? Within the next couple of years, will we be able to live comfortably? with the world, with the climate and all this other shit, be able to abstain the people that's being here? That's a good question. That's a very good question. Yeah, I think that's it. That's all that I've seen. That's all that was brought to my attention. And yo, Al Sharpton, you a mess, yo. And I mean to just blatantly say your name like that, but you are a mess. You really are. But you know what I respected? I respected that you really didn't come into this too much. You know, you gave her a little ways to talk, but I just didn't like how you said, well, can you explain the way that it is without that, you know, the vulgar talk? I'm just saying. Remember, you're supposed to be sticking up for the black people that talk vulgar. The shit that's going on out here, vulgar. But I think he said it. Did he say it? And if he didn't say it, I feel some type of way. Because the way that just dealing with a whole bunch of shit is always leniency when it's coming to a group or a situation or a thing. Yep. Stop bringing up January 6th. It's very disturbing, but what's very disturbing is, oh my God, they were just so baffled. They didn't think, and it don't really got anything to do with the white people. It just got the majority of thinking that they never thought that the Capitol would have got destroyed and people would have came in there and overturned that shit the way that it was. So now they're going to make and put in protocol that shit like that never happen again. Forget all that shit with Donald Trump. It's just that it happened. And that should speak loud and that should speak volume. From after January 6th, y'all should know that, hold on, the American people are no longer going to be dealing with a whole bunch of shit that's happening. That's what I got from seeing January 6th. And some more stuff. All right. You guys be blessed. So let me get off, because they're trying to mess up my shit now. Talking about no service. It's service out here. I always had service. I didn't touch the button. It's service out here. I always had service. I didn't touch the button and I could change how I'm looking. Let me see. Oh, I like that. Wait. I like that. Hold on. I'm learning some new stuff today. So let me go before they clip me off. They always want to clip me off when I come and I talk about a lot of different stuff. Oh, this is what I want to say. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm not like the typical person. No, I don't want to be like other people. I don't want to be like other people, and I would never be like other people. You're never gonna see me up here all plastic and all like bougie-ified and all of this stuff. I don't want to be like how they're trying to craft and how they're trying to make the future women of the United States of America. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be in a world where people are trying to tell me who I need to be, who I need to look like, how big I'm supposed to be, how skinny I'm supposed to be, how I'm supposed to talk, how I'm supposed to walk, who I'm supposed to love, and what I'm supposed to do. I don't want to be like that, nor would I ever be like that. I want to be different. I'm going to stay different. I'm going to stay unique. I'm going to stay weird. It's nothing like being who you are. It doesn't necessarily mean that you are a problem. It's never a problem. But I understand that the world that they're trying to create is a problem. You know, a person that thinks, a person that's not like the way that they're telling me that I have to be, then I'm a problem. I'm sorry about that. I don't want to be like that. And I will convince any other younger woman or women that's coming up to always live in your truth and be who you are and be comfortable enough to say, listen, I'm a little bit weird, okay? I dress up when I want to dress up. I get pretty and all of that shit when I have to be, but I don't want to be like y'all. It's a lot of misunderstanding. It's a lot of women that's being taken advantage of. There's a lot of women that's being telling to be sit down. There's a lot of women that's saying, because I love money, I love this, that I'm supposed to be treated the way that you're trying to treat me. And I don't want to be like that. And if the world can't accept you, or somebody can't accept you for your flaws and all, and just you being who you are, then they were never good enough for you. And I'm just noticing that. Then I was just never good enough for you. And you don't deserve who I am. But this new wave of just something that's coming up is going to deserve me, and it's going to understand me, because I don't want to be like y'all. I don't. Nor would I ever allow the trajectory of how somebody is telling me I'm supposed to do and how I'm supposed to handle it. I never would do that. I would never let somebody treat me like that. Nor would I ever let, as I'm shaping myself and as I'm turning into the beautiful butterfly that I am, I would never let somebody do that to me. Then who am I? Then my values and my morals and my integrity will be compromised, and I can't do that. So until that moment, then I would just keep being who I am, and I will love the people who can accept me. So I just say thank you to those who do accept me, and thank you to those who are thinking outside of the box, and you want to be weird and you want to be different. Okay? Let me go run it up. Until next time. Bye-bye.